What about your Jack Black story? Did that happen too?
Oh, Tenacious D at the Coca-Cola?
Yes.
Yeah, I got to meet
They
Jack
called
Black,
him the D. He for somehow or another, he wasn't going to school or he'd been in trouble or whatever the case may be. But I was the runner for Tenacious D, and I roll up with Jeff with the kid in the car, in the van, and so Jeff's like, oh no, what are we going to do? I'm like, hey, he's going to get in the back, he's going to be quiet, and I'm going to be the runner. And so, the band gets in there, Jack Black and Kyle, they get in there, and I drive them to the hotel, and, they never acknowledged, they never said anything, nothing. So I'm thinking, drop them off, and I'm like, man, I got out of that one, So here we go for the rest of the day. And then got him back to the show. Then when it come time for the after, and when it was come time for the show, he's in the back, and they're like, "Hey kid, what's your name?" And he's like, "Dylan," and being real quiet. And then they drive on. We keep driving. Then the next thing you know, they're like, "Oh man, that's the D." And so we get to the show, and they ask him, "Are you going to be here after the show, the D?" And like, yeah. So then they decide they want to go to VZDs. I don't even think, what were you, 12, 13?
Yeah, roughly about, yeah.
He wasn't very old, 12, 13, teenager. And so, show's over. Whole different vibe. Hey, man, we're taking the D with us. Like, well, where are we going? Well, there's some kind of after party at this club called VZDs. We're all going. So we go there.
Which is where Trainwreck, Kyle Gass's project, always
That
plays.
was the first time he'd ever went.
Okay.
So I know why he came back. So we go into this, into VCDs, and we're at the door, and the door guy goes, "No kids allowed, no kids allowed." And you're taking Jack Black and Kyle and their tour manager and me, and they look at him. Jack Black looks at him and goes, "No D, no us." And so they let us in, and they're like, I tell Dylan, you stick to me, you be close. So all these other people are trying to give the kid beer. So, but
why didn't you get the pick of destiny?
They gave me a pick.
It just,
I still have one.
Situations like that turned out to be cool moments. Not only for myself, because I was able to bring my kid to work and do a good job, but two, my son got to meet some superstars in a different gathering, and guess what? They turned out to be real people, because it could have went the whole other way.
Exactly. Yep.
They could have went in the jet and said, "No kids riding with us, new runner, new this, you're fired for the day." Just and being on both ends of the spectrum, I've been that.